Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just wanted to say thank you for you taking the time out to watch this video and for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so let's get into today's video. As you can see by the title, it is the 7 habits for highly organized households. Let's jump straight in. Okay, the number one habit that you need to have for a highly organized household is to simply have less stuff. Yep, you cannot escape the facts. You need to learn to love letting go and letting go of all of the useless crap that is accumulating in your house, cluttering up your life if you want to have an organized and efficient household. You need to purge. You need to purge hard. You need to love letting go. You need to learn to love letting go. You need to get real with what you actually need in your life. If it's weighing you down, just get rid of it. You don't need it. The more stuff you have, the more time it takes for you to clean up, the more time it takes for you to get organized, the more time you have to spend putting that stuff away. Get rid of the crap. Clear it out of your life. You don't need it. You don't want it. Get rid of it. Once it's gone, you will feel so much better. Number 2 is a place for everything and everything in its place. I guarantee if you have a house that is constantly in a state of disorder, you either have too much stuff or no designated place for all of the stuff that you actually do have, that you need, that you love, that you want to use. Case in point, I was always telling my boys to put away their school bag, generally because I've tripped over it because it's left lying in the doorway somewhere. Now, it's not because they didn't want to put away their school bag. The fact is that they never had a designated place to actually put their school bag. So I had 2 command hooks. I put them on their closet doors. Now the problem is solved. There is no more issue with mum tripping over school bags, me always nagging at them to put their school bags away because they have a designated place to put their school bags. It's easy for them to put away and everyone knows where it is. When every item in your house has one designated place, it makes tidying up and staying organized a snap. Now here's a hint. If you find yourself looking for something and you look in 10 different places, the best thing you can do is, once you found what you're looking for, put that thing back in the first place you looked for it, because that is generally where you logically think it should be kept. Wherever you first look for something, that's generally where you should probably consider keeping it. Habit number 3, don't put it down, put it away. This habit simply comes down to discipline and overcoming your own laziness. That's a little harsh. Harsh maybe, but an honest assessment of a fact, yes. I think that when you don't put things away, it's just because you're undisciplined. A little bit lazy. Sure, you can toss your bag or your shoes or your wet towel or your dirty clothes on the sofa or on the bed or even on the floor, but eventually you're gonna have to pick it up. You're gonna have to sort it out. You're gonna have to put it away. And to be honest, that's probably after you've spent 10 minutes moving that stuff from the bed, because you need to go to bed, to the chair, and then in the morning because you need to use that chair, back to the bed, and then probably again another time back to the floor. You've moved that stuff around 10 times when it probably would have only taken you 20 seconds to put it away in the first place. Don't put it down, put it away. Okay, habit number 4. My favorite habit is to do less more often. That means to take the tasks that you need to do, break them down into smaller chunks and do them every day or every couple of days, rather than let one thing build up until it's such a big task that you can't even face the prospect of doing it. I mean, have you ever been faced with an overflowing basket of laundry that you've had to rifle through to find a matching pair of school socks for your child's uniform? Have you let the dirty dishes pile up over the dishwasher, the sink, the countertops until you can't even find a clean plate? Does your ironing pile give you altitude sickness just looking at how high it is? No, if that sounds familiar, you need to adopt this habit today, and that is to do less more often. Do smaller tasks, but do them more frequently. Don't let your little tasks build up and up and up until it's a massive task that takes, half of your day off to get done. If you do a small load of laundry every day and you wash it, you hang it out to dry before you go to work. When you come home, you take it off the washing line, you fold it up, you put it away. Easy, it's done. For me personally, if I have to do a little tiny bit every day, I would much rather do that than let it all pile up until it's a massive job. Same with the dishes. If you leave them accumulating in the sink all day, every time you use a dish, you're going to be faced with a sink full of dirty dishes that need to be done at the end of the day. If you rinse them and dry them and put them away, or if you pack them straight into the dishwasher, there's never an issue. You're never going to be faced with a sink full of dishes that need doing. Encourage your kids to do the same. Everyone who's in the house, they can put their own dishes into the dishwasher. Everyone's contributing to keeping your household organized and tidy. Encourage your kids to pack up their toys after they've finished playing with it, instead of leaving their room in a mess to clean up, on a Saturday morning or whenever your cleanup day is. It's much easier to maintain a tidy and organized house if it's continually tidied up. Don't let it accumulate into such a big mess that you cannot see your way out. All right. Habit number 5 is clean as you go. Now, this is a simple principle that I learned through years of working in hospitality and specifically in commercial kitchens, and that is to clean as you go. If you clean as you go, that means that as you're making a mess, you don't let it accumulate and accumulate and accumulate with the good intention of cleaning up at the end. For example, if you're cooking, when you're chopping up ingredients, have a little bowl that you can put all the scraps in on the bench when you're working so that you're not just left with a mess. When you use the ingredients, when you're done with using it, put the ingredient away. Don't just leave it on the countertop to accumulate in a big mess, because by the time you're finished cooking, you've got utensils, you've got food scraps, you've got food to put away, you've got all your ingredients that need putting away. If you clean as you go and you put things away as you use them, then you're not left with a big mess at the end of a project to have to clean up. Do a quick tidy up of your living room before you go out or before you go to bed at night. You'll always wake up or come home to a tidy home. Clean as you go. Don't just leave everything accumulating to have to clean up in one big hit. Give the shower a quick spray and the bathroom sink a quick wipe down when you're finished in the bathroom every day. That way you're not letting it accumulate until it's 2 centimeters of thick soap scum that you need to scrub through on your day off when you decide to clean the bathroom. Habit number 6, and that is to do it till it's done. We've all seen those memes that circulate the internet. Don't half-ass anything in life. Like, for example, if you're gonna vacuum the floor, don't vacuum the floor and then leave the vacuum cleaner plugged in and in the corner of the room for everyone to trip over. If you're vacuuming the floor, you vacuum the floor, you wrap up the vacuum cleaner, you pack it up and you put it away. You do the task until it's done. If you are doing the laundry, you don't just wash it dry and then dump it on the sofa or on the spare bed to rifle through for the next week. You wash it, you dry it, you fold it up, you iron it if it needs it, and you put it away. You don't leave it in piles of folded washing throughout the house or sitting in a basket waiting to be ironed for a week. It gives you the guilt every time you look at it. You do it till it's done. You wash, you dry, you fold, you iron, you put away. You pack up the iron, you do the job until it's done. Done, 100% done. It needs doing, so do it till it's done and be done with doing it. Done, 100% done. Not half done, not 75% done, 100% done. Okay, so that brings us to habit number 7. My 7th habit for a highly organized household, and that is done is better than perfect. Now, being a slight perfectionist, this one is my own personal nemesis, and I've been guilty in the past of putting off doing something simply because I didn't have the time or I didn't feel like doing it as well or to the standard that I knew I could do it or that I thought it should be done. But then I think in the end, isn't it better just to have something done to a decent standard than leaving it undone and not doing it at all? For example, isn't it better to have your bed kind of just, pull up the covers and put the pillows nice and neatly rather than have the sheets and cushions strewn all over the bedroom? I'd rather have like a quickly made bed than a bed that's not made at all. Same with your clothes. You can just quickly fold them from the dryer or straight from the washing line rather than leaving them in a washing basket for the next week and a half, waiting until you have the perfect amount of time to be able to iron them perfectly and hang them all up pristinely. I would rather grab them, fold them up neatly, quickly, and put them away and be done with it. Done is better than perfect. Forget perfectionism when it comes to everyday household chores. There are so many more things in life to be spending your time doing or worrying about than if you have perfectly done your hospital corners on your bed, or are your pleats in your jeans pristinely ironed. This is what's going to save your life. Adopting this principle that done is better than perfect. Okay guys, so that wraps up my video on my 7 habits of highly organized households. I really hope you've enjoyed it. This is something that I know that I have implemented in my life, and it has made such a huge difference. Just having these simple habits, and I printed these out, laminated them, and I stuck them on the side of my fridge, has really helped with keeping my household organized and under control. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and if you have, please be sure to give it a thumbs up or share it on your social media with someone who you think might find it useful. And as always, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.